Greetings to everyone. I, Dikshanta Nepal, a grade 12 student studying in Kathmandu Model College, here in this auspicious occasion of Antimicrobial Awareness Week, going to share a short podcast to you all that goes with the topic Antimicrobials, you and I. Can I have his appointment? Asked my father. No, sir, I'm really very sorry. He's on a leave. Receptionist. Shall I fix it with somebody else? Yes, please. Do it with the best one, my father urged. Sure, sir, she said with a smiling face. After taking the card, my father lifted me in his arms and moved to his cabin. 2 days later, the same conversation with the receptionist and the same reply. I'm sorry, sir, he's on his leave. I'll fix your appointment with the best one we have. After 2 days, when he again reached the same place, but then the reply was different. Yes, sir, he has arrived. You are fourth in the queue. Please be seated. Once our turn came, we entered his room. My father, with a warm smile, said, नमस्कार डाक्टर निरौला हेर्नुहोस् न तपाईँ छुट्टीमा हुनुहुँदो रहेछ दुईटा अरू डाक्टरलाई देखाइसके तर मेरो छोरालाई ठिकै भएन तपाईँले दिनुभएको औषधि बाहेक अरूले त छुँदै छुँदैन At this moment, the sick little me didn't know what was going on. My little brain was smiling. Wow, maybe he is the best doctor. Everybody must visit him. This continued up to when I grew a little older and the same incident with my sister who was just born. Now, as the time is passing by with a little more senses about the medicines and the drugs, I little realized what had happened and what is happening even now. The other two doctors prescribed the medicine of lower doses and it didn't work, and hence Dr. Nirola he gave the higher doses and stronger antibiotics, which obliged to work. Nowadays, as a farmer, when my uncle uses different kinds of medicines and antibiotics for growth promotion and increased milk production in goat and buffalo, he sees his better income. He sees the best cut piece of meat with savory smell in his plate about to pacify his taste bud and ultimately his belly, where I see the then used antibiotics and drugs entering inside of him, which will lead to stronger bad bacteria in us and also may lead to the death of the good. Sometimes, when we feel sick, we either urge to use the drugs without prescription, or if having checked or prescribed of drugs for 5 days, we end up taking 3 days and saying, "ह्या निको भइसक्यो यो डाक्टरलाई पैसा खान छ 5 दिनको औषधि दिया छ फाल्दे खान्न म." This kind of situation happens in almost every home. When my mother flushes out or throws the unused antibiotics in the bin, she sees herself clearing the clutter of our house, and I see the thrown drugs and antibiotics being used by the bacteria in the gutter and developing resistance or getting stronger. Ultimately, the microbes that are not yet dead and unrecognized divide larger, grow better, and stronger. This is what is happening to each one of us, if not directly us, someone around us. Hence, to avoid the bad microbes around us grow better and stronger and ultimately make us weaker, let us all join hand in hand and support the campaign led by World Antimicrobial Awareness Week from our side to aware people to prevent infection beforehand, receive vaccination in time, use antibiotics prescribed by the professionals, and complete doses without failure. Also take good care of hygiene and sanitation. It is simply you and I who collectively can make a bigger difference. So we must teach everyone about the safer use of antibiotics, which will lead or avoid the antimicrobial resistance that is prevailing for a better, safer future today and tomorrow. Thank you.